Great guest joining us this morning, guys, to talk about the security space a little bit. Bill Frain, CEO and President of Liberty Defense, with us this morning to discuss brand new technology from the company, SCAN, on the Venture Exchange, if you want to check out the ticker for Liberty Defense. It's great to see you, Bill. Welcome to the show. And I mean, this is an exciting technology, first off, and a market that has very limited, I guess, competition at this point, and we'll talk about the possibility for growth in this space. But give everyone a rundown here as far as we're talking about the Hexwave scanner. First off.
Yeah, good morning, Brendan, and thanks for having me on. We are very excited about the technologies that we have in place today, and we're working with the best and the brightest. Places like MIT Lincoln Labs here in Boston and Pacific Northwest National Labs. So the flagship product is the Hexwave, which is a real-time 3D imaging contactless screener that can be used really anywhere that the public would be going and gathering. Today in the market space, you have the typical metal detectors that are in place, and a company called Evolve, which is more of, I would say, a higher end metal detection capability. And the real differentiator with the Hexwave technology is that not only can we detect metals, but we can detect non-metals, which is really important in this market space today, especially with the threats. You see something in the news almost every day about something that's happening, from a terrorist activity. So our goal at Liberty Defense is really to prevent those events from happening, and being able to detect all anomalies, all threats is really exciting for us, and will be something new and innovative in the space today.
And now, as we discuss kind of economies reopening here and everyone getting back to something that resembles a normal life, there's going to be a lot more need for this type of technology in public spaces, as you said. Tell us a little bit more about the overall concept, where the idea came from, and let's discuss maybe a little as well on where the use is going to, or where the company sees the primary use for this tech.
Yeah, so on the Hexwave, it was really born out of MIT Lincoln Labs, and that was back in 2014. So they've been working at this for about 4 years. We obtained the exclusive license in 2018, so we've been working on that now for the last 3+ years. So it can really be used, and again, it's used using millimeter wave technology, which is very similar to what you see at the airports today. So when you put your hands up and you're screening, so it's taking reflection off of your body, and that's how we're able to detect any type of anomaly, any type of threat. And it can be used in an indoor application and an outdoor application, as you can see here on the screen, for stadiums, for schools. We've got MOUs set up for beta sites at the Toronto Airport, the Convention Center in Toronto, FC Bern in Germany, and other places kind of throughout the United States, places of worship. So we're really well positioned from a market standpoint, and it really, again, can be used in an indoor-outdoor application and anywhere where people are going to be gathering. And the goal here is a high-throughput, contactless security measure. And as you mentioned, in this post-COVID world that we're going to be living in, it's so key to have a high detection capability with low false alarm rate, so you don't have to do the pat downs. And one key feature with the Hexwave is that you don't have to divest. So it's going to detect if you have a wallet or keys or your cell phone or your belt, so you don't have to take those out anymore. So the goal is security, which is paramount, but then the high throughput capability and low false alarm rate to make it a better experience for the whether it's a passenger at an airport or the person going through for going to an event.
And I think that's a very key point to reiterate. I mean, I'm sure everyone's had the experience, if you're going into a sporting event or a theater, as you mentioned, those long lineups because of the close contact of the individual scans that need to take place on that basis. So it's exciting on those terms, as it will speed up the efficiency of getting people through. I mean, this company is very well built, very strong as far as the CEO and the executives. Tell us a little bit about the background of those involved.
Yeah, so I've been in the security space for over 30 years now. Most recently, I was at L3 Security and Detection Systems, now L3 Harris. which is a very large security and defense business. And the president and CTO, Michael Anzaro, is also in this space for the last 20 years. And we've got an engineering team that is experienced in working in this space. So you're right, we are very well positioned. The technology is in place, and we haven't even mentioned the fact that we've just licensed from Pacific Northwest National Labs some aviation security technology, high definition for an upgrade to the body scanners that exist today, but also a shoe screener. So from a tech standpoint, we're in a really good space. We've got experienced leadership team, and then we're very well financed. We just did an oversubscribed private placement that raised over $7 million Canadian. So we're in a good position right now. The market is ready for this type of technology, and now we're building the team, and we're ready for the growth that certainly is expected, and the security demand in the marketplace.
The company listed, as you can see at the bottom of the screen there, both on the Venture Exchange. There's an OTC listing as well. Any plans in the future, Bill, as far as a possible uplisting to one of the U.S. exchanges?
Yeah, that's our goal. We expect to be in revenue next year at this time, so we would expect an uptick to the NASDAQ in the next few years. That's certainly our goal. And so, as we see the company continue to grow, and as we add more technologies to the space, and we start to get into revenues and really commercializing the technology that we've licensed from MIT and PNNL.
Bill Frain, CEO and President of Liberty Defense. It's an exciting time, as we said, trying to get back to a normal way of life and getting people in and out of public events more efficiently. It's an exciting technology, and we look forward to an update, Bill, in the future on how things pan out. Thanks for doing this morning.
Yeah, it is exciting. Thanks, Brendan. Appreciate it.
Have a great day. There we go, guys. Liberty Defense, again, SCAN. On the Venture Exchange.